So I've joined some investing groups, and the most common question that gets thrown around is, how do I start investing in the Philippine stock market? By the end of this video, you will learn how to get your hands on at least a few stocks. In this video, we will try to remove all the noise that you hear that's stopping you from getting started. Okay, so going back, how do we start investing? We will answer this question in two parts. First, we will show you the different platforms available to you, and the second, we will show you how to buy your first stock. So let's get started. What are the different platforms available to you? But before we get into that, let's define some of the terms. What is a platform? A platform is the app or the site, usually from a reputable bank, that will allow you to execute your buy or sell orders. Second is going to be the broker. To simply put, they're the ones who owns the platform. Of course, there are bigger meaning to this term, but for now, let's keep it simple. The third one is going to be commissions. It's the amount you pay the broker for every transaction. And fourth, funding your account. It's putting the money in your platform. So what are the platforms available to you? In the Philippines, we have several popular platforms. Let me show you 4 of them. First is your First MetroSec. Second is your BDO Nomura, Call Financial. And lastly, BPI Trade. There are a few more out there, but I won't get into them anymore. I have posted the registration links for these 4 in the description below. I personally am using First MetroSec. For no special reason, it's just the first platform I stumbled into while trying to figure my way out in the investing world. So, as you may have expected, these brokers will charge you a commission on each of your trade. But don't worry, the amount is very minimal, so it should be just less than 1% of your trade. Can you open one account with different platforms? Yes, but should you open one account in different platforms? I don't think so. Stick to just one platform and just be an expert in that platform. One suggestion is to use the platform where you already have an existing bank account. So if you have a BDO bank account, use Nomura. If you have a Metrobank bank account, use First Metro Securities. What will be the general requirements? Here's the list. If you'll notice, it's almost the same as opening a bank account. According to BDO's write-up, they can set you up pretty quickly, so maybe you can check on that one too. One of the major questions you may ask is, how much money do I need to shell out? Short answer, not much. For example, First MetroSec has a minimum of 2,500. Call Financial has their starter plan pegged at 1,000 pesos. But my recommendation is park around 8,000 pesos before you start your first trade. Now that we have the registration settled, it's time to fund your account. And that will lead us to the next and final part of this tutorial. Buying your first stock. The first step you need to do is to choose a company you want to invest in. Now you may ask, how do I choose which company to go with? Which company will make me money? The answers to that will be on a separate video. Subscribe, like, and comment if you want me to make that tutorial. Going back, so which company? There are a bunch of publicly listed companies in the Philippines that you may want to invest in. Once you have selected a company, look for its stock code. You can simply Google what is the stock code for PLDT, for example. The next one is the fun part. So once you have money on your account, you are ready to buy your first stock. In most cases, you will be overwhelmed by the amount of information that you will see when you log in your platform. But don't worry, you will have time to explore all the bells and whistles later on. For now, find your way to the section that says order or buy or trade. The location of this section will vary depending upon which platform you're using. Let's use MetroSec as an example. In order for you to go to the buy section, you need to go to view orders or go to the trade tab up on top and then click on new order on the next screen. After which, you should see a screen that looks like this. Let's define a few of these sections. The stock section is where you put the stock code you Googled earlier. The quantity is how much of that stock you want to buy. Price is how much you want to buy it for. And let's pause here for a while to explain a little bit about the price. This is where two terms would be relevant: the bid and the ask. The bid is showing how much buyers are willing to buy the stock, and ask shows how much the sellers are willing to sell their stock. The volumes beside each are just the count of orders that are in that price point. Since this is your first stock, you can choose the lowest selling price so that you are sure you will fill your orders. Please do note that there will be times when your orders won't be filled because you may not have a seller willing to sell at your price. Next is the term. This is basically how long you want to say that you are buying that stock at that price. In the picture, we are saying that we're willing to buy 100 stocks of PLDT at 1,396, and this offer stand for that trading day. There are other settings as well, such as GTW and GTM, which stands for good this week and good this month. The last section is the value, which just tells you how much that transaction would cost you. You will then click the button that says that you would like to continue with the trade, and then it will show you the total cost plus the commission and other fees when you confirm. After which, you will have your first few stocks. If you have any questions or clarifications, please post on the comment section below. I will answer them as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and see you again next time.